Hi, Soul Fam. This is Rena Yassiri with Inside Job Healing with this week's collective energy update for the week of December 7th. So, hope you guys are doing well. There's a lot of crazy energy going on because we have the full solar eclipse in Sagittarius on Monday, December 14th. So, I don't know about you, but I've been feeling it all week, honey. Some of the ascension symptoms that you might be experiencing as you're up leveling with this new cosmic energy flooding into the planet is exhaustion. Exhaustion. So instead of masking your tiredness with coffee, I invite you to refrain from drinking caffeine and instead going to like a herbal coffee like Ticino and some adaptogens. I'm personally caffeine free. It's a game changer. It's something we do in my detox in my program. So this is an invitation to remain caffeine free, to detox your body, and to continue to allow these energies to penetrate through you and up level you on an energetic cellular level. So perhaps maybe doing some detox in the morning, like warm water and lemon will help the liver going and kind of detoxify the body after your 3 a.m. Detox cycle. So those are some things that you can do. And also, of course, get lots of rest. I just got a new iPhone, so hopefully you can see the improved camera quality with the iPhone 12 Max Pro. I'm not trying to do a commercial for Apple, but I noticed that the three cameras have really improved quality. So I'd love to hear. So please comment below and hit me up and let me know if you feel like the audio and the visual is better quality this week. So having said that, it's time to upgrade in every single aspect of your life, right? As we sort of run this, finish off this marathon running towards winter solstice on December 21st, where I keep mentioning this every week, where Saturn and Jupiter are moving into the progressive sign of Aquarius. So this is the next 20 to 35 year cycle, folks. This is very, very important. Again, clean house. I've been saying that for weeks. Please let go. That is the name of the game. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Relationships, toxic people, toxic workplaces and jobs. Cars or furniture, phones, anything that is attached to your lower self and that no longer serves you. You're being invited to up level in every aspect of your life. But we're also up leveling as a collective because not only are we letting go, but the dismantling process takes a lot of energy. So again, get lots of rest. And the reason I mentioned the whole iPhone thing is I noticed that what you have on your your Apple Watch, which is like the sleep cycle. I love this because there's a sleep module in my program in the IJH Transformation, Lifestyle Reset and Thrive. Which again is always open for you to enroll in. I have one new scholarship, one last scholarship. I've given 3 away. I have one that was gifted by the beautiful Stephanie Patterson of Indie Salt Cave. So $300 scholarship. If you're interested, if you're in need, if you're new to the spiritual journey and you are hungry for metaphysical information, ascension, process, and quantum healing, this is the program for you. So hit me up if you're interested. So the reason I brought up the iPhone is because now there's like a health cycle. So you can actually set up like my sleep goal is like 8 hours, wake me up at this time, wind down the apps and the blue light, at this time. So those are all things I talk about in my program because sleep hygiene is so critical. So is morning routine. And so is evening routine. And you guys have to take really great care of yourself. I created this program because thanks to, actually this is a great nickname for it from my beautiful client, Jacqueline. So shout out to Jacqueline, a blueprint for awakened living, because right now the energies are just getting higher and higher and higher. And we're going to have to let go of any dense, dark energy or any shadow stuff in order to really step into the ascension process and new earth. Your body is ascending. Your soul already has agreed to it. So it's really time to detox your body, get your sleep right, get your morning and evening rituals on point, take care of yourself. I mean, it's really, really critical. And that's why I created that program, right? Because I'm a guide, because I've gone through all these things before you and I am just a few steps ahead. And that's what you want in a trusted guide, right? So yeah, it's really important to make sure you guys are getting a lot of sleep. It's Thursday today. That's the reason why it's taking me so long to do the update, because I am dismantling my old life, which takes a lot of energy. I am trying to get caught up on sleep because the energies are extremely intense for the eclipse, especially for somebody who is a Cancer anything. I'm a Cancer ascendant because we're ruled by the moon. And I say this every single time. So I'm severely affected by these energies. And it is the new solar eclipse in Sagittarius for the new moon. And right now I'm a Gemini sun, as I've mentioned to you before. So that's in the North Node, as you know, which is where we're revolving to. And as a collective, the South Node is being currently occupied by Sagittarius, which is the sign of perception and intuition, right? The Archer. So basically right now we're having a new moon in Sagittarius, which is the South Node. The South Node is all about the past karmas, completion. So right now, it's really important for you to complete those old karmic cycles, those old soul contracts, your lower self made before you came into this world. You worked out all these soul agreements. That's why a lot of us, find ourselves in abusive relationships or abusive situations or toxic environments or toxic dynamics with people. It's, or we're in poverty consciousness or we've made some poverty vows. Okay, guys. So it's time to let all that go. So if you're somebody who's been doing their inner work, you're working with me directly or working on yourself through astrology, through human design, whatever tools, spiritual tools are available to you, yoga, you name it. If you're someone who's been doing your inner work, now it's really time to kiss the past goodbye. Okay, guys? So the karmic cycles are now coming to an end, the soul contracts, any poverty vows, any chastity vows, anything you've done in past lives. It is time to move on from that. So again, remember, take good care of yourself because this requires a lot of energy, right? So I just sold my car and got my dream vehicle. So I'm really excited about that. So that took a lot of tremendous amount of energy to manifest that, right? So for you to manifest, right, you're going to have to put a lot of energy into letting go of the old stuff and bringing in the new stuff. So we are on double time right now, especially we have this deadline coming up. And I hate to say it that way, but yes, by December 21st. So your life is going to shift. All the things that you've been putting on your vision board, dreaming of, projects, business, money, relationship, cars, houses, whatever, places, it's now you're in a position where you could really call that in, but you have to do the work, right? That's why it's important to work with a healer like myself and do that accelerated growth. Okay, so now we know it's all about karmic cycles ending. It's about endings and completions, right? So you don't want to leave any karmic situation unbalanced because you're just going to end up reincarnating with that person and you probably don't want that. So just leave things on a good note, really process, really transmute the unforgiveness, the anger, the sadness, whatever it is. Just work through that so that way you can come to a place of forgiveness and neutrality and peace for that other person so you can truly move on and really invite, the new energies in. So we've been kissing goodbye the old energies and now we're inviting the new energies. So this is about completion and inviting new beginnings, and it's about rolling your sleeves. So clean house. I've been doing that for months. I've been asking you to do that as well. Just dismantle, get rid of, right? Whatever's happening on the macro, on the collective level with us dismantling all these old systems, we're doing in the micro level in our individual lives. When you heal yourself, you help heal other people and you give them permission to shine and align with their higher self, right? Okay, so this has been a very emotional time because we are basically saying goodbye to people. We're saying goodbye to a part of ourselves, an old part of ourselves. The lower self is dying if you have been doing the work. And so there is going to be two camps, right? Some people have not been doing the work and they're just going to continue to align with their lower self and their karma and their victim consciousness. And there are those of us that are done with the victim consciousness and we're moving on to our victor consciousness, right? And we've done the work and we're letting go of the, the old self and the lower self, and we're really moving forward and manifesting our dream realities and being on mission and being guided by the divine. So there are going to be two camps, so recognize that. And, I'm not asking you to stop talking to family members or anything like that, but family members, friends, people that are not in alignment, anything that's not in alignment or integrity with your soul has to go, babe. Has to go. All right. And as hard as it is, you have to make that clean break. You have to make sure that the karmic scales are balanced so that way you don't have to come back and you don't have any, unfinished business. So really, really make a clean cut, right? So there's a lot of work to do right now, guys. Okay. This is the time to file for divorce. This is the time to tie loose ends. This is the time to sell things that no longer align with you. This is the time to change jobs. This is the time to, just really have a huge shakeup and put yourself in a position where you're ready by December 21st, when Saturn and Jupiter go into Aquarius, and we break up that conjunction with Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter that we've had there since April 2019. So this is really what we've been working towards, okay? Let's see. So something else that I would like to mention is right now is really a time about surrender, right? Surrender and faith and trust, because there's just so many moving pieces, right? And we're still in that kind of formless, that kind of yin, that feminine energy. And so things have not been spelled out for us, but I do want to mention this. I talked about Neptune, I think last week or the week before. There was like so much. I'm somebody who prides myself on having a lot of clarity, who gives clarity to people, who gives hope to people, whether you're in session or via video, or you're just chatting with me or doing my hair. By the way, huge shout out to Bree for doing an awesome job on my color touch-up. I love you. You make me look young again and beautiful, so I'm super excited about that. Huge shout out to Aveda. Awesome non-chemicals. That's the way you want to go with your self-care routine, is make sure that you're not toxifying your body with chemicals. So definitely shout out to Aveda and Bree. But anyway, so that's kind of what you want to do. Is normally I pride myself on giving clarity and having clarity, but like with Neptune in the mix and going direct like last week, and it just was so confusing, like right after Black Friday. I think I mentioned to you there was like a lot of energy of deception and confusion and lack of clarity, right? So it was really hard to like make decisions, right? Whether it was me buying my new phone, or, in what color, or buying my, a MacBook Air or whatever, so I can work on the digital courses for you guys. Whatever it is, there was just a lot of confusion on like what I should buy, where, what color, this and that, and different things. And normally I'm not one to be confused. I'm usually have a lot of clarity and understand like where I'm headed. So what I noticed is we all had that kind of Neptunian energy like in play as a collective. But what I'm noticing now is we're starting to solidify. Now it's starting to have like, we're getting more and more clarity. We're not there yet. We don't know exactly what that new house is going to be, or exactly where that move is going to take us, or exactly what that job's going to look like, or exactly what that new relationship that we're calling in looks like, if you're leaving your partner or whatever. But what's happening is you're starting to get more and more clarity. So it's like the Neptunian energy doesn't have that much of a hold on us with confusion and kind of looking at the world with like rose-colored glasses and just not having that certainty. So I just really feel that right now we're really in the thick of dismantling the old and really, completing old karmic cycles and putting ourselves in a position, because how can you receive the new if you're holding on to the old? It's like, how can you put a new car in your garage if there's an old car in it? You have to, get rid of the old car, right? So that way there's space. You have to make space for the new car to come in and have have faith and trust that it is coming, and you don't have to control the shit out of everything, and you don't have to micromanage the shit out of everything, because control and fear are the realm of the ego, which is the lower self. And so you do need the lower self so you could survive on the earth plane and not get hit by a car, for example, right? But the ego is no longer driving in the driver's seat. You need to put the ego in the back seat and have the higher self drive, which involves a lot of faith and trust, because you're not going to know everything. You're not going to control everything. You can't live from a place of fear. You can't live from a place of fear. You have to live from a place from the heart, right? And the higher self. And literally the distance between your head and your heart is probably like the longest distance ever as far as the spiritual path is concerned. And like I said, if you need any help on your journey, I am here 100% to serve and support, because I have been there. So yeah, guys, so this is kind of like where it's at. You're having more clarity. Things are starting to solidify, but we're still in the formless. We're still, just be in the flow. Don't try to control things. Let go. Be in surrender. Take good care of yourself. Get lots of sleep. If you have headaches or ascension symptoms, just use some essential oils, make sure you're detoxifying your body with lemon and warm water, and just make sure that you are taking good care of yourself and staying on point with your morning and evening routine, and, just maybe some gentle exercise, some restorative yoga. Love you guys. Rena with InsideJobHealing.com.